So this project came about as a social development project and as an economic stimulus project.
The objective of the project was to upgrade Lonsdale Street to be the new civic heart of Dandenong.
As they digested what those outcomes needed to have, green space popped up, and therefore the green space and environmental focus came strongly out of it.
Typical Dandenong scenario, we had a footpath, we had a service road, and we have a separator island, then the carriageway duplicated on both sides.
The street was a car-dominated street, so the objective was to reverse that and make it a pedestrian-orientated space, not a car-orientated space. And this was done by reducing the lane widths, increasing the area for pedestrians, but more importantly, creating a civic boulevard.
As far as those objectives being met on this project, hugely successful. The designers were involved early, the engineers were involved early, looking at getting green space, getting urban and social stimulus back into this area, and also having water harvesting and environmental benefits.
The issue always had been when you plant a tree, you will see along the road, because of the trees don't have enough room to spread their roots, they actually try to come up and they will lift the slab.
So when you're looking at urban trees and you're trying to build a root volume for them to operate in, you have to protect them from the compaction that's required for pavements. The biggest thing comes down to choosing what's economically most sustainable for that situation.
In the context of Dandenong, because it's predominantly pavement area, pavements need to be compacted at a very, very high level to get the slabs to be stable, and you can't grow trees in soils or subgrades that are compacted that high. So uncompacted soil is essential.
Whatever that tree species has the ability to do above the ground as far as canopy, if those root systems are contracted and compressed, it'll never be achieved. So the system that we've got installed here is a strata flow system. It's achieving structural support of the pavement, providing a loose soil for these trees to grow in, capturing surface stormwater, directing it into those soil volumes, filtering it, using it as a passive irrigation source, meaning we don't have to import irrigation water.
The tree species we specified was Quercus palustris, pin oaks, through using uncompacted soil and good water sensitive urban design by using stormwater runoff. I think they've grown well.
Due to the strata cell supplied by Citygreen, the space available for the tree roots has contributed to the growth of the trees. The rainwater from runoff from the service road and the carriageways were directed to the WSCDs in the separator islands and pumped back again onto the trees.
Particularly for Dandenong, where it's so exposed, having a large canopy changes the microclimate of the area, reduces heat sink effect, and makes the urban environment more comfortable for pedestrians.
You can see even just around us and behind me now, people using the space, people sitting, the retail has been lifted, the value of the shop fronts is going up, and more people are getting in there and getting involved.
It has won a lot of awards, urban awards, architectural awards, and it got the first award from Master Builders as well. So that is the urban achievement. I think the proof is in the pudding, so to say, because the trees are doing really well.
Although what you see on the surface looks great, probably 50% of our effort was actually working at what's under the ground to make sure that what's on the ground could exist.
Without having the right volume of soil, without having the right soil inside that volume, these trees wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have the shade, we wouldn't have the economic benefits, and we wouldn't be doing the environmental outcomes that were set up as part of this project.